Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand what we see in the global landscape and also how we're currently positioned. You know, we haven't made a lot of changes to our portfolio in the last few weeks, although we are coming up at month end. And I can tell you there will be a couple adjustments in a few of our sectors if all holds true over the next week and a half or so. Relatively strong continues to be various areas of the emerging markets and small and mid cap in the U.S. We continue to rank our income opportunities, and as I've discussed before, we have really reduced or eliminated any intermediate or long-term bond exposure in our client portfolio simply because rates are at historic lows and we are shifting assets into other alternative income investments that, in my opinion, will give us better upside potential and income instead of straight bond type investments. Many investors out there today, of course non-clients that we get calls from our radio show, continue to be invested in just a tremendous amount of bond mutual funds, which ultimately I believe will prove to be a big mistake. The economy in the U.S. continues to get just a little bit better. Overseas, we're seeing economies get a little bit better. In fact, we're seeing Mexico and Russia actually improving. And we do own both those in our portfolio. Although they both have lagged just a little bit in the last couple weeks, we're starting to see a little bit of rebound in both of those two sectors right now. And as long as they continue to get a little bit stronger, those will continue in our portfolio come month end. If not, they again will be adjusted based upon our relative strength strategy. I firmly believe as we continue through this year, we're going to see normal bouts of volatility. The sequester is obviously coming along from our government. The sequester essentially is reductions in various programs and expenses to get a more balanced budget in our government and in the U.S. I think this is going to be almost a moot point, and we continue to see across the board housing improving slightly. We're seeing the consumer continue to spend a little bit, and we're also seeing oil prices obviously go up. One of the areas that we sold a few months back was gold, and I had a client that asked me, why did you sell gold? I said, because it didn't rank in the top 5 of our global tactical portfolio strategy. In fact, it was getting towards the middle to bottom. Right now, gold is the second to the bottom asset category, and believe me, you'll be glad we sold gold. It's down about 10% since we actually sold gold, and we continue to see gold going lower. Our market trend indicators also in the long term have triggered sells on gold a few weeks back. So again, we don't own gold, it's getting weaker, and the reasons it's getting weaker is it's starting to be distributed by the smart money people now. Although I see a lot of small investors continue to buy gold for some reason because they believe the world's coming to an end, which again we do not see. We see the world improving slightly at a slow pace. We see emerging markets continue to do well. And I believe ultimately we're going to probably see this year in the U.S. small and mid cap do actually better than large cap. And the reason for that is I believe we're going to see more and more larger cap companies continue to look at the small and mid-sized companies as buyout opportunities in order to grow their business. This has always historically been the trend, and I continue to see that in 2013. Of course, if you're a client and you have a question about your portfolio, please call us. I know we're scheduling various reviews with clients. If you have a question, call our office. And of course, we always appreciate your referral business. If you know somebody who's looking for a money management firm without the conflicts of Wall Street, we appreciate your referral business. Please call our office with any referrals you may have or any questions you may have. Make sure you do listen to our live radio show this Sunday. And we, again, will be sending out another newsletter on Monday. Have yourself a safe and profitable week.